Yo, Automators, Zapier doesn't offer a native way of converting currencies currently, so we have to use an external API like freecurrencyapi.com that you see on the screen here. Implementing that is very, very straightforward, and we have a look at that in today's video. Let's get into it. Yeah, and before we get started, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, tell a friend or colleague about it. But now into today's video. So let's have a look at the website here currently of freecurrencyapi.com. What's great about this is that you get 5,000 free monthly requests. So for most use cases, this should be enough. Offers 32 currencies, so most currencies are included in this. And let's have a look at the documentation. The only endpoint we're really interested in is the latest exchange rates, because what we want to do is we want to convert a US dollar amount to a euro amount, and we're using the latest exchange rates for that. Let's go to Zapier. I've created an expense tracker table here, and we give some details, and then we want to create a new field, which is called euro amount. This is a currency field. And basically, we're storing the converted amount here in euros because this amount is a dollar amount. So if we have some expense, let's say a cake, which was an office supply, and there was 45.55 expensive cake and has been approved, then we want to convert that to euros now. So let's create a button for that, convert to euros. This is a button and triggers a zap. Convert to euros, create. So now we want to create the zap for that. The zap is triggered by the button click, of course. Let's test this, should give us that cake record that we created. There we go. And then the action is actually the Zapier webhooks module, because what we can do there is we can fire off a GET request. And we know from the API documentation here that what we need is a GET request, right? So we're just basically fetching some currency exchange data from the free currency API. Let's basically click on continue. Then we need a URL. If we log in, and you will need an account for freecurrencyapi.com, as I said before, 5,000 requests are for free every month. But if you exceed that, you would have to pay. So I have an account here. And then you also get here the URL that we're targeting. So the request URL, and then this even has the latest endpoint already. As you can see, I've blurred out my API key here because I couldn't find a way to change it. So that's why I'm not exposing it. But basically, we have to pass the API key as a key here, and then the key itself as a value. So we copy API key and we go back. Sorry, first of all, we add the request URL. Enter it here, and then the first parameter here is simply API key. And here we need to pass the actual key that you get from your account. Everything else stays as it is. So it's a very, very simple request that doesn't need to be authenticated in any other way than just passing this API key here as a query parameter. And then we test this, and we should get all the current exchange rates back. I think they say that they update these once a day. And as you can see, this is based on US dollars. So basically US dollars is one, and then all the other currencies are in relation to US dollars. If you would like to change that, you have to give a different base currency here, as we can see here in the API documentation. So now what we want to do is we want to calculate our euro amount, because this is a dollar amount coming from our expense tracker. And now we take a formatter step, numbers, because we want to do a math operation on this. So the transform step is perform math operation, and the operation is a multiply, and the input is the amount from our triggering record from our table. And then we multiply this by our euro amount. So here you see the exchange rate based on $1. $1 currently is 92 euro cents and a bit. So I multiply this by that. We continue and test. And there we go. This is 45 and a bit dollars that we had as the price for our cake in euros. Last step is to add a Zapier table step and basically update a record. This is for free now, by the way, recently changed by Zapier. The table ID we fetch from the first step from the triggering record. So we can pass the table ID here, and the record ID we take from there as well. So we go record ID. And then what we want to update is the euro amount here. And the euro amount we, of course, take from step 3 here. Please go ahead and give these better names and unique names. And then we test that step. And if we go into our table, we can see this updated euro amount here. We publish that zap and we add another expense. Let's say we bought a flight ticket, which is a travel expense, and was $175.55. And then we say we want to convert this to euros, and that should run relatively quickly. And there we go. 175.55 is 162 euros 88. And that's it. That's how easy it is to convert currencies in Zapier using free currency API. I hope you liked this video. If you have any suggestions for future topics, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any other comments, let me know in the comments below. And for now, I wish you happy automating and speak to you very soon.